Amazon has been pushing a ton of these DEWALT 20-volt max drill and impact driver combo kits, and the prices are shockingly close to the budget brands, but with the DEWALT name on them. So I picked up both kits to find out if they're actually worth your money. In this video, I'm putting them through real-world tests to see how they perform, which kit I'd personally recommend, and how they stack up against Ryobi and other popular budget options. Also rank them, call out major problems you need to know about, and highlight the surprising Pro Tool features that DEWALT carried over onto these lower cost models. And yes, spoiler alert, even though these are DEWALT, they definitely weren't issue free. We've got two DEWALT kits here, and they come with a couple key differences. First, it's the base model, usually on sale for around $130. It uses brush motors and comes with the smaller 1.5 amp hour batteries. Then there's the brushless kit, which steps things up with 2 amp hour batteries. At these prices and with the DEWALT name, it's no surprise Amazon sells a ton of them. And yes, that new brush tool smell is already filling the garage. Both kits include 2 batteries, a charger, and a carrying bag. But before I dive into all the specs, including why the chargers are different sizes, let's jump straight into the power testing. I'm also throwing in the full-size brushless Gen 1 Ryobi tools for comparison, since you can often find that kit on sale around $149 as well. DEWALT rates drill power in watts, which is pretty unique, but specs don't always tell the story, so I test them on this lag bolt. Starting with the impact drivers, the Ryobi up first as a benchmark. It drives the lag bolt in 4.5 seconds. This impact driver has speeds, and this was everything it's got on speed 3. To help tell the tools apart, aside from the labels, the brushless model's batteries have yellow at the top, and the back of the motor area is more rounded on the brush models. The drill is pretty easy to tell apart, but the impact drivers look quite similar. Full specs will be on screen as well as model numbers. I'll also drop those in the description with links. Now for the DEWALTs, brush model on the left and brushless on the right with their respective batteries. The brush model does it in 5.7 seconds and the brushless in 5.3. So not quite keeping up with the full-size Ryobi, but doing well. Honestly impressed that the brush model was under 6 seconds and not up in the 7 or 8 second range. Before jumping to the drills, let's slap a slightly larger 2 amp hour battery on the brush model. It goes slightly quicker, 5.1 seconds. Nice, not giving up much performance with the cheaper tool and appearing very similar in size. Now for the drills, we'll start on speed 1, full batteries, the Ryobi for a benchmark. It drives the lag bolt in 3.4 seconds. Now for the DEWALTs, the brush model on the left and brushless on the right with their respective batteries. The brush model does it in 4.4 seconds and the brushless in 4.1 seconds. Again, good performance and very similar between the tools. I would have expected the brushless model to shine here, but it's just barely ahead of the brush tool. Jumping to some construction screws with the impact driver, the brush model is right around 1.5 to 1.6 seconds, and the brushless model had a wider range of performance, 1.5 to 2 seconds. For the drills, the lag bolt on speed 2 typically hits overload protection and stops. Let's see if that happens, and if so, how far they drive the bolt. Yep, overload protection. And they both drive the bolt to basically the same spot. To test speed 2, I'll break out a hole saw, cutting a 2-inch hole in 1-inch stock pine. The brush model gets it done first at 19.3 seconds, and the brushless model shortly after at 20.5 seconds. This could be due to the brushless model's slightly slower speed 2 RPM of 1750 versus 1800. Let's jump into the specs, size, and weight. For the impact drivers, they're very similar, both at 2 pounds 13 ounces, and the brush model only a 1/4 inch longer, 5.5 inches instead of 5.25. Both have the same impact specs, 2800 RPM and 3200 IPM. The 1.5 and 2 amp hour batteries both weigh the same, so just getting more with no trade-off on the battery weight. For the drills, the brushless is slightly lower weight, but a very noticeable inch shorter. The brush drill just looks a little long for today's tool standards. The performance differences tested can probably be explained by those gear ratios. Overall, the tools are very similar spec. I would have expected a little more weight and size savings from the brushless motors, but that's not really the case. Let's check these tool triggers for low speed and control. While these tools have been very similar so far, I'm starting to find the differences. On the low speed test, all tools perform well except the brushless impact driver. So let's check out the control in action. And all tools are performing very well. The triggers are very good, and without any practice with these specific tools, I can drive a screw head exactly where I want it. No need to add speeds on these impact drivers. They have a great trigger and motor speed control. I did find an issue on the drill. The chuck of the brush model is very stiff in spots, to the point where it takes two hands just to turn the chuck. I didn't catch a good video until later in the testing. It had loosened up some and may continue to do so. If you go that route, watch out for that chuck and return the drill if it doesn't loosen up. It would be very annoying switching bits if it doesn't free up. I also thought there was some significant play in the impact driver collets, but no, they are spring loaded. I've never seen that before, and a very nice Pro Tool touch on these budget tools. I can tell it helps prevent camming out slightly when testing. I almost wish the spring had more pressure, but that's getting picky. A very cool feature that I'm sure was developed for the Pro models, and it's here in these $150 or less kits. On the chargers, the brush kit has a smaller 0.5 amp charger, and the brushless kit is a 1.7 amp charger. The larger batteries and over 3 times faster charging are a real advantage. The brushed impact driver has a tri-beam light, and all the rest is simple light above the trigger. Surprising the brush model gets the tri-beam, but it is an upgrade. For the overmolding, they are nice. I would say the brush models have a little better, grippier overmolding. The overmolding areas to set the tool on its side are nice, except they are missing on the brush drill. The fit on the battery is good, not great. I expected great from DEWALT, it's a little stiff. These kits are an odd mix of pros and cons between the cheaper brushed and more expensive brushless kit. You almost wish they just combined the best of both into one kit, but they probably have their reasons. So which one are you picking? Let me know in the comments. I would choose the brushless due to the slightly smaller size, larger batteries, and faster charging. To me, it's worth the extra $20, but if you're an infrequent user, not worried about building for hours and running out of battery, the brush model is a quality set. Prices are obviously subject to random Amazon changes, so check the current prices with the links in my description. Also, Amazon now has a price history, so you can look at the past month to see if the product that is always listed as on sale is actually on sale or not. Checking the ranking, I share combined tool scores in my ranking table with other drill kits. I also choose non-sale prices for the tool kits. The non-sale prices and the length hurt these DEWALT tools. They wind up pretty middle of the road, losing out to Metabo and CC, but the ranking doesn't capture that great spring-loaded collet, expected DEWALT durability, or the wider range of quality compatible tools in the DEWALT lineup. With the prices at the time of making this video, both these kits are really a good buy. Metabo is also around $149 on sale right now, and a phenomenal kit for the money, but that tool line is limited. I learn something new every time I run these tests, and I hope this breakdown helps you make a more informed decision. These kits actually cost about the same as what I've earned from making videos so far, so if you found this helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you use my affiliate link if or when you pick one up. It genuinely supports the channel. Thanks so much for watching. My next video is a full comparison between the brushless DEWALT kit and the full-size Ryobi, so keep an eye out for that. And if you'd like to help this channel grow, please consider liking, dropping a comment on what I should test next, subscribing, or checking out another video.